Today, all we are looking at drug abuse. Drug abuse is another social problem that occurs across discipline. It's a cross-disciplinary topic. In CRS, you will see it in paper 2, paper 3 when answering. CRS, IJMB, paper 2, paper 3. Government, paper 2, paper 3. Yes, but don't study it when you are doing your paper 1. Sociology, it will improve your knowledge when you are tackling questions in conflict and causes of conflict and all those type of things. So you will use it in paper 2, paper 3. Yes, so it's a cross-disciplinary something. Now, what is drug abuse? Simple and short, drug abuse is the use of any drug that is not prescribed by the doctor or by an expert. That is what is called drug abuse. Yes. There are many types of drug abuse or many forms of drug abuse. But before we go to the forms, let's look at the history of drug abuse. Suffice it to say that historically, drugs were being used by different people in different societies. Yes, Africa being the most ancient part of the world, drug was first abused here before any other place. Although you might not see this in most of your textbook, but that is the fact. The most ancient people, first of all, abused drugs. And some of the drugs abused here are cola nuts, alcohol, and so on before any other part of the world. Then Egypt, there was drug abuse here sometime BC. China sometime BC. Nobody will ask you about the exact date. Egypt sometime BC. China sometime BC. India, used by some fakirs, what they call debased yogis. They use drugs to give affectation of astral travel and all those things. So that is about the history. Now we'll now look at the forms of drug abuse. One is self-medication. Yes, drug abuse doesn't mean until you go out and how will I say it now? Buy cocaine. If you go and buy Fensic that your doctor did not prescribe for you, is drug abuse. So self-medication is the first form of drug abuse. Then we have now what we call drug misuse. Drug misuse is another form of drug abuse. What do I mean by drug misuse? It's very common now. You see some people, they will take codeine, which is meant for another thing. They take it now to feel high. You see some people, they take some form of cough syrup to feel high. Please, my children, desist from those. It's not helpful. Now, you call it, then you have what they call drug addiction. When you get drug addiction, you're now on a stage that before you do something, you must take drugs. Yes, that's what they call drug addiction. Then there is what they call drug dependence. Without the drug, you cannot do anything. You now depend on drug for you to work. Then there's what they call drug habitation. This is the continuous or ceaseless taking of drug, which becomes a habit or the normal way of life of such a person. Yes. Then there's what they also call drugs intolerance. This is the ability of a person to take drugs without the drugs. To take drugs without the drugs having any effect. It is also the tendency. That's if you take the drug, it will no longer have any effect because you have already taken it for too long. Now, what are the causes of drug abuse? There are so many causes of it. One is the personality. Some people have weak personality. If they join bad gangs, they quickly fall into the trap of drug abuse. Now, There is what they call emotional and psychosocial stresses. Some people feel that, well, if I take drug, it will ease my stress. So they take it for emotional reasons and psychosocial reasons. Psycho means heart, mind. Social, because of the people around you, the society around you, the pressure can lead to drug abuse, especially if you are living in an area where many people take drugs. Then there is what they call peer group pressure. Yes, peer group. Peer means age mate. People of the same age mate or similar age range, if they are together in a place, the tendency of taking drug, if most of their peer group is into it, is very high. So that is effects of drugs on the body. Yes, they have physical effects. They weaken the body. At first, they may make you think you are becoming stronger, but later they weaken the body. For example, a soldier confessed to me that people from Warri area, Shekirobo, Ijoyi Soko, that they cannot do long marathon because of ogogoro. At first they will run as if they are fast, but later they slow down. That's one of the effects. Then it also has psychological effects on the mind. Yes. When you take drug, at times you start seeing illusions which looks like true. You will see a person that will look so small in your eyes. So when you have a knife, you can easily stab him. You blood him down without even knowing what you are doing. So it affects the psyche. Then it has some spiritual or religious effects. Also, for those of you doing CRS, this is your major area. Drug, especially alcohol, can give you a high libido and force you to commit fornication and other sort of things like that. So, effects on the society, it can lead to prostitution and spread HIV/AIDS. Now, the society will use so much money trying to cure people from drug abuse. Thus, it leads to rehabilitation money, which is very, very tough to get. Then drugs, because it makes you to lose your judgment, you easily become a criminal. Yes, because you are no longer. Now, if you are to live 100 years and you become a drug addict, it will lessen. Yes. Then you have, it reduces your brain power and so on. So now students, IJMB students, JUPEB students doing government CRS, sociology, this is good for you. Thank you.